Hello everyone. Welcome back to the editorial analysis and answer writing at 9 p.m. If you're here for the first time, I would kindly request you to go and watch the intro video of this program to get an idea of what this series is about and how to submit your answers every day. So without any delay, let us get into the topic of discussion today, which is going to be about the Global Hunger Index 2024, which was covered in various editorial sections of many newspapers. So the Global Hunger Index is an annual report published by Concern Worldwide and Wealth Hunger Life. So this particular index has ranked India at a position of 105 among the 127 countries of its assessment of hunger levels in these countries. So India has also been placed under the category of serious hunger. And so we are going to have a comprehensive discussion of this topic in the UPSC point of view. So first of all, let us understand what hunger is. Hunger is a condition that causes a painful sensation or a serious discomfort due to the lack of daily dietary calorie requirements. And it can be categorized into three types. You have acute hunger, chronic hunger, and hidden hunger. First, acute hunger is associated with short-term undernourishment. Chronic hunger is associated with long-term undernourishment, and finally, the concept of hidden hunger is associated with lack of proper nutritional intake. Though you meet the calorie requirements, you're not aware about this concept of balanced diet due to which you don't take the required nutrition that your body needs. Now, let us discuss about the various factors which contribute to the problem of hunger in India. The first major factor is the lack of proper PDS system, that is the public distribution system, which is inefficient due to different factors like leakages, corruption and mismanagement. Due to this, the targeted population who are in need of the food are not receiving the required calorie needs that they are supposed to take every day. The second factor is the economic inequality and poverty. Millions of people in India are below the poverty line because of which they are not able to afford the food that they are supposed to intake. So this economic inequality is a serious factor which leads to this problem of hunger in India. The third factor is malnutrition and nutritional deficiency. So as we already discussed, the major problem in India is this hidden hunger, where people are not aware about this balanced diet and they do take in a lot of calories of the normal food but don't focus about the nutritional food that they have to intake. Yes, so the fourth major factor is the problem of agricultural policies and market inefficiencies. That is, in India, we tend to focus more on the production of staple diet like rice and wheat rather than focusing on the production of nutritional supplements like fruits, vegetables, pulses. So due to this, there is a serious problem of nutritional deficiency among the majority of population in India. The next major problem is the concept of climate change, which is causing serious changes in the weather pattern, disrupting the rainfall patterns, leading to droughts in some places. In some places, it is causing excessive rainfall resulting in flood. Both droughts and floods contributing to the problem of food productivity. Majorly, food production is affected, which is again going to impact the major population because food prices are going to increase, and that is again the burden of which is going to again fall in the population who is below the poverty line. The next major factor is this problem of gender inequality. If you're going to take a family, it is the women and children who are secluded and isolated and they're given the last preference with regard to the dietary intake. Due to this, if you're going to take the problem of malnutrition, mostly it is the women and children who are vulnerable to this. Okay, so these are all the various factors which have contributed to this problem of hunger and malnutrition in India. Now let us look at the various initiatives which Indian government has taken to address these problems. Some of the initiatives include the National Food Security Act of 2013, the Integrated Child Development Scheme, then we have the scheme of public distribution system, Poshan Abhiyan, and Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana. Though various initiatives have been taken, there is a major problem with regard to the implementation of these schemes. There is lack of proper data collection because of which the targeted population are always left out in this process, and there is very poor monitoring which is happening, which is contributing to inefficiencies in the schemes. Though there are so many schemes which have been brought to specifically tackle this problem of hunger and malnutrition in India, due to all these factors, they are not receiving the proper response, and because of which they are failing to address the goal as to which they are brought in for. So now let us look at the way forward as to what can be done in order to resolve this issue that we have in India and to improve the ranking of India in the next Global Hunger Index. So first important step has to be to improve the infrastructure constraints that we have. That is, we have to focus more on improving the food storage facilities, avoid the problem of food wastage, improve the transportation and improve connectivity so that the problem of food shortage and food affordability can be reduced. And second, we have to reduce the leakages that happens in this system of public distribution system by monitoring it carefully, reducing the concept of mismanagement and corruption, which tends to weaken this good initiative which tries to ensure the universal coverage of population. And the next, another important step that can be taken with this regard is to improve on research and innovation to come up with different solutions. And one such initiative can be to focus on this concept of food fortification, which tries to enhance the nutritional benefits of the various pulses and crops that is given as staple diet for the people. Few other ways in which this problem can be resolved is to involve the local communities in the planning and execution of the various nutritional and food programs. And also, we can focus on increasing awareness about this concept of balanced diets, especially among the women and children. So from the overall discussion, we get to understand that India needs a multidimensional approach to ensure the efficiency of the various food programs it has come up with. Holistic and inclusive efforts can address this problem of food insecurity and address the problem of malnutrition, which hinders the major population in India. So based on the above discussion, I'm going to give you a 15-mark question today. What factors contribute to persistently high levels of hunger and malnutrition in India despite the country's substantial food production? Suggest measures to address these issues. This is a 15-mark question for which you're expected to write an answer within 250 words. I hope this discussion was very useful, so we'll meet you all again in another interesting discussion. Until then, I request you all to make use of this initiative and ensure that you write an answer every day, because this is definitely going to be helpful for you to ace your mains examination. All the best.